Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome to the edition of the Newbie Farm. Alright, what's going on today? Now, as you may remember from the previous episode, we were planning on spreading a little bit of lime on this field right here. I got my lime all set up and ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So as you can see, I have a course set up for him already. I'm just gonna see how that all works out. It should be fine, but you never know. We're gonna see how it works out. So set him up. There we go. And let's see what the lime is. Look at that, gorgeous. So he's gonna do that. So he's probably gonna be a bit more efficient than I am. So let him do that. And while that's doing that, I think what we need to do is we need to deal with these cows somehow, because the cows have not had any food other than straw. They have been grazing, you know, like if you look in their pasture, they have a really nice little pasture there. So they have been grazing, but they don't actually get very much. In reality, they would be getting nutrients. In this game, they are not getting any, so that is the way it works. So we're gonna have to figure out something to do with this. So we have this little field right here. We could actually cut this and use this for grass for our cows. That would require a little bit of ingenuity, perhaps, or a little bit of something. So we need to figure that out. Oh, that's where the manure comes from, apparently, right there, from the cows. Oh, that's interesting. And the liquid manure is right here, and we do actually have a little bit of liquid manure now. Not very much, actually. I read the actual number wrong. I thought it was like 43,000, but it's actually only 4,000. I think we actually have a lot more manure now that I think about it. Let's just check this real quick. How much manure do we have? 2,400. Well, that's not terrible, I guess. We only have 20 cows. What can we expect? Oh, that's interesting. So they allow you to come around here and check on the milker itself. Now, if I look at this milker, let's just see. What does this one look like? This kind of looks like a Lily robot, maybe. That's what I would say it's closest to. A Lily robot, if people know what I'm talking about. So, let's see what we got. We're going to have to rent a tractor for this. So what I'm thinking is get this, and then maybe a loading wagon behind it, and then do it that way. That needs 60 horsepower, and I think that needs this. So let's go ahead. Let's get maybe... what other tractors do we have that might work for this scenario? That might be a way overkill. Just saying. Maybe this one? No, it doesn't have a front hitch. This one, 125. That might be... I don't know how much we're going to need, but I think we might need just a tinsy-wincy bit more than that. That could work, but that's overkill. That's overkill as well. Actually, let's try this. I haven't tried this one. How much is it for an hour? Well, that's not that bad. Perfect. So let's rent that for an hour. And we'll go back to the main category, and we'll get just this guy right here. Rent that for an hour. And we will also rent a front-mounted mower for an hour, like so. Perfect. This will at least get us started with this scenario. So let's bring that over here, bring that over here, bring that over here, and I think that's it. Yes. So this is the Kloss 650 area. Oh, actually, this is the newest version of it. I think that there's quite a few versions out of it now, but this is the newest. So they have actually done a lot of work here. The little joystick moves back and forward. You can put weight on it, apparently. Where's the weight go? Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so let's get this guy fired up. Ooh, not a bad sound. Where's the front mower? So let's grab the front mower first. We can put dual wheels on it. There is actually IC, apparently. Door. Open steering? Why does it say open steering? That's weird. Alright, let's grab the front mower here. There we go. Close this, we don't need to see that. And let's grab this guy right here. And let's hop into our cow pasture. Let's lower that. Lower our mower in a second here as well. There we go. And then we'll turn on the mower. Turn on that. Good. I wasn't sure if we're going to be able to do this all at the same time, but it seems like it's okay. So this is going to give us a little bit of... This is actually a loud tractor. This will give us a little bit of feed for our cows. Not a crazy amount, but just a little bit. It'll get us started, basically. With, actually, interestingly enough, with the soil mod, you actually have to take care of your grass as well in terms of pH and moisture and nutrients and all that. So if you look at how much grass we're actually getting, it's not very much, and that's probably because the nutrients are really low here. So you actually need to take care of that as well, which is kind of cool. So they really added quite a few different features with the most recent update to the soil mod, which I think is kind of cool actually when you think about it. I actually kind of like this class actually. They did a good job. I didn't see any errors. Oh no, there's an error mouse event. I don't know what that's from though. So there actually are a couple errors apparently, but I don't know if it's from this thing specifically or if it's from something else, but it's from something. Not the end of the world though. It's not game breaking yet, so that's good. When they're game breaking, that's when you get really annoyed. I know I do at least. But annoyed for me is pretty mild in comparison to some people. Like I don't scream or anything like that. I'm just like, all right, fine. But some people get really upset. But it's not my style. It makes me think of there's some YouTubers out there who like to scream all the time, and that's their thing. But it's definitely not me. If you're looking for screaming, go look somewhere else, because that's not going to happen with me. It's funny, I would use the expression "I'm cool as a cucumber," so to speak. I don't get upset very easily. I don't yell. So, if you're looking for that, my friends, not looking in the right place. Alright. No, don't loot that cow. It's funny. One of the interesting things about this game is that you can drive through the cows, but you can't walk through the cows. I don't know why it works that particular way, but it definitely does. The inside of this cab is actually pretty nice. Mirrors look alright. Looks like there's a little bit of... like they're not in the right place 100%. Like the actual mirror's bigger than the mirror that we're looking at, which is a bit silly, but can't really get around that too much. Yeah, it looks like it's just a little bit bigger than it should be. Because if you look... oh, he's finished work. Excellent. Let's just pause for a second here and hop into this guy. So he's done. Apparently he drove through the fence the last little bit there. That's okay. And he almost used all of the lime. Alright, it's not the end of the world. So that will bring up our pH. Now, what we're going to try is, because our pH isn't too bad at this exact moment, what we're going to do is, I'm just going to close this. What we're going to do is going to try and just cultivate it straight into the ground with a seeder. But if I want to plant corn, or if I want to plant corn, or if I want to plant potatoes, I have to cultivate in both scenarios. Yes, that's true, isn't it? Now that I think about it, because we want to make TMR for our cows. And so let's look at seeders. I think I have some, where is it? Sowing machines. That one does plant corn, it does cultivate, but it's not all there. It's missing some pieces. I'm sure David Oldfield would agree with me on that one. This guy, that's overkill. That's not no-till. Is this no-till? But it doesn't do what I want it to do. That is no-till, but it's a little... it does everything, I think. And this one does... this one would... this is an updated version of this. I don't know if this is no-till or not. It's not actually 3 meters. It's actually like... I think it's actually 6 meters, and it does do corn. Should we risk this? I think I found an error with this. So I don't want to... yeah, let's not use that. This one works perfectly. This is the best one, I find. It does plant corn too. How much horsepower do you? 320. So that's going to be a little way too big, basically. So our options are, this actually plants corn at 3 meters. Do we have any other bigger seeders? There might be some in-game ones that will do. This will plant corn at 6 meters, but it is not no-till, so I would need to cultivate first, and that is no-till. That one isn't. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to cultivate. Yeah. Okie doke. I guess we'll rent a cultivator then real quickly. This is the one I rented last time. It's 6 meters. Let's rent this for an hour. Yes, please. And then we will deliver it. Alright, let's fire this guy up here. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll get this guy rolling on field 7, starting corner northeast, heading south. Return to first point activated. And we want to do, let's say, 4 headlands, sure. And we'll go from there. And it's funny because the GPS mod doesn't work with this guy, but courseplay, not a problem. I don't know. It's kind of one of those strange things. It must be the way it's was made articulated, or articulated tractors in general don't like the GPS mod. But I don't remember having a problem with, like, let's say one of the what are they called? I don't remember having a problem with the quad tracks. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I must be just this particular one, and the wheelbase is a little too short or something. So that's my guess. All right, we want this in fieldwork mode. First waypoint. There we go. Actually, let's do it this way. There we go. And this will cultivate all of our lime in, and then we'll plant some corn after it to make some silage. There we go. In fieldwork mode. Excellent. Nice. Let's go back to our cloths here. And the nice thing about this is if we don't use all of this grass, we can always just store it as well. That's the nice thing about this map. I always love maps that allow you to do that. Because often, grass always seems to be like, or hay, whatever you're going to call it, always seems to be the thing that you end up with a crazy amount of. Which isn't a bad thing. Actually, what I could theoretically do is which might actually be, I don't know, would it be? Let me just check something real quick. Here's what I'm thinking. If I change that one field into a grass field, what are the prices on silage? Oh, not that much, actually. Not really worth it. Or is it? Because the one problem we'll actually run into is if I change it, I would be able to make chaff and I'd be able to make silage really easily, but we actually need the BGA extension in order to sell at the BGA, of course. But there is that placeable I could use, but I think I don't have the money for it. Now let's just see here. Where is that placeable? It's not that one. Nope, 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 nope. Where is it? Did I must have taken it out, actually. I didn't think I did, but I must have taken it out, which is fine. Maybe it was conflicting with something. No, here it is, right here. It's only 21 grand, so actually it wouldn't be that difficult to get, in all honesty. Sell a couple loads of wood chips and you'll be fine, basically. Excellent. I do like this tractor, actually. There aren't many classes that I really dig, and this one's a well done mod that I can appreciate. This one, I don't know if it's still in beta, because I believe this one was in beta for a while. And there were some problems in relation to that because it was in beta, but I don't know if that's still the case or not, but perhaps it is, I don't know. Yeah, so the only way that would be worth it is technically getting the BJ fired up wouldn't be a bad idea because we have the soil mod here, but the BJ is so far away. So I'd have to invest in transporting equipment if if I were to do it that way, and that would be, I don't know if that'd be worth it or not, because that's a long, long way away. Going from like where I am here to going down to the BGA, because if you look on the map, the BGA is in the southern half of the map, south central maybe you want to call it, and I would have to truck from up here down to there to grab it. So I don't think it would be worth it in that regards. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Hard to say whether that's would really solve our problem or not. I don't think it would. I really don't think it would. Although it is a good idea. Luckily though, like I said before, with the soil mod, you progress time 4 days, so your cattle has a chance to produce enough solid manure or enough liquid manure, which is nice because oftentimes when you're playing on the regular game, you actually don't produce enough in the course of 1 day. So you have to have like an exceedingly large amount of cows or pigs or whatever in order to actually use the soil mod correct. Well, not use the soil mod, but take advantage of it. Take advantage of the slurry, sorry, not the soil mod. Unfortunately, one of the things I did find is that if I want to use the Ghoul Mist and Caulk mod, which is basically the one that it's the lime manure slurry mod basically. If I want to use that, it will conflict, so I can't actually. It conflicts, which is unfortunate because it adds a cool little texture layer, but it only works with maps that are set up for it. I don't think Roy set up this map to work with that particular mod, so it wouldn't work, unfortunately. So Alright, coming up on 100% here. We'll give this to our cows. I don't think they're going to need all of this, but if they do, that's fine. If they don't, well, that's fine too. So either way, they will be okay. They'll have some, at least more than just straw to chew on. Alright, there's 100% right now. Alright, let's change this implement. Turn it off, raise it up, there we go. And I think we can give them grass right over here, but we're going to find out. That may be the water, but I don't think it is. We'll see. We will see in a second here. I think what I might do eventually is I might come out here with a chainsaw. Yeah, that looks like water. I might come out here with a chainsaw eventually, and is there a trigger point on this side? No, it's on the other side, of course. I might come out here eventually and just take out these trees in the middle of the field here and just make it a bit easier to actually deal with. Alright, so let's go in cab here for a second. We should be able to give our cows grass from here. Should be. No. Oh, well, they're there. They're just hard to see in this context. Alright. There we go. I was going to say, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would it not be there? There we go. Oh, that was it. Okay, so apparently I have lots of extra grass in this scenario. Wow. A lot more than I thought we were going to have. I think if we do it this way over here, I believe we can come around here and just drop it off in this, and then it'll go into the bunker, not the bunker, but it'll go into the appropriate place, and we can pick it up later and use it as we need. Yeah, that looks like water there. Alright. There we go. Yep, we can indeed drop this off here, although the brakes on this aren't apparently that good. There we go. Perfect. How's our other guy doing? Oops, this guy's just, I should have turned that guy off. Didn't realize he was still running. Not doing too badly. He's almost, no, he's not almost finished. He's working away there. So let's come over here and take a look at the pH. So it's a 6.9 neutral, slight acidity. So it's actually better to have a bit of a higher pH than it is to have a lower one. So yeah, here we're at neutral, slight alkalinity. So it's okay to be a bit on the higher side, because if we were at 7.5, we lose 10%, but by the time this is actually harvested, I don't know how the final yield's calculated. I don't know if it's on the last day or on... I'm assuming it's on the last day. I should really look that up, actually. Is the final yield calculated on the last day before production? Before, like, so let's say in the soil mod, it's a 4-day cycle, okay? So is it on the 3rd day before midnight? Is that how it's finally calculated? Or is it... I wonder, actually, because it takes the way it's soil mods, the way the soil mod is set up is it takes, I think it's like on there's different stages, and each stage it takes a little bit of the nutrients out of the soil. So I don't know how that's going to work, actually. So that could become something interesting to think about. Anyways, all right, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Enough babbling about the soil mod. My name's Iain Robson. This has been our episode on the Newbie Farm, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day.